Welcome back, everyone. Nick and Lex here. Thank you so much for joining me to a new episode of Music with Nick. I'm super stoked today. I'm looking at a marathon that I'm gonna, I think is gonna be quite heavy. So, you know, the last couple of weeks I've been doing some softer stuff. Well, I mean, there was one which was pretty amazing. Talking about rock and metal music for the two Erics. One was Porcupine Tree and the other one was just like some new metal bands, progressive and just like normal metal. So that was also, so I've had some heaviness in my life. Also the new Rush song we reacted to, but this I think is going to be a little bit on the heavier side. Like real, like heavy metal. Like I'm looking at Annihilator here. I was literally obsessed with this song called Alice in Hell. Oh my god, I even learned the solo and everything. Super cool. So I wanted to thank Marcelo for this marathon. He chose the songs, he requested the marathon, he sponsored it. So Marcelo, thank you so much for the video. I do appreciate it, and without further ado, let's get into it. Thanks everyone for watching the channel, of course, for subscribing. We just reached 72,000 subscribers yesterday. I'm super excited, and Alexia as well. She is out of town with her sister. They're having some fun, outdoors. So but she just called me, so I'm glad to hear from her that they're doing fine. But yeah, let's get into the songs. So Marcelo, so this first band I've never heard of. This is called Cheeto's Magazine, and these guys, let's see, we're gonna do Cheese Cheater, and this is from the album Amazingus from 2019. So I don't know what I'm getting into, but it might be some like crazy metal, progressive, like math stuff. Now this I've heard, Crack the Skye, the album. I've done a song from this. This is I Don't Have a Tie. This is from Crack the Skye and Crack the Skye album, which is from 1975. So this is an amazing band that I did for Roundabout, I remember. What a great track. Then Annihilator, we're going to do Set the World on Fire. This is from 1992. Love it. We're going to do Brain Dance. Then we're going to do Death. The band Death, Voice of the Soul, from The Sound of Perseverance, 1998. I know who's gonna like this. I'm sure. I know who's gonna like this very, very much. And then we're gonna close it off with Fair to Midland. Musical Chairs is the song, and this is from Arrows and Anchors, and this is from 2011. Did I say the Death album is 1998? Yes. And so that's it. I'm super excited. Maybe I'm gonna throw in something at the end, just to kill it off with some heaviness, that I'm listening to, but maybe not. Maybe it's long enough. I think this is a pretty long marathon. So without further ado, give me one moment. I'm gonna pull up everything and let's go. All right, all ready to go. And here is the Cheese Cheater. Here we go with Cheeto's Magazine. Let's go. So they switched to reggae here. So this is like completely different. I've never heard anything like this on. I mean, I'm looking at all their albums, and this is like literally a different style. This is like a category of their own. What this reminds me of, and everybody, and they're also dressed like in like almost like a rainbow in colors. Like look this up on PROG archives. But what this is, what's so cool about this, it does remind me like have you ever played Sonic the Hedgehog? I mean, this is, you know, a 90s video game that came out like in 1991. If you have not, don't worry. But I'm sure you have heard of Mario, you know, Mario Brothers, or, you know, so it has like this kind of like video game-ish feel. Like the keyboards are very like, you know, it's just like, it has like this video game, but in retro, like in retro video game feel, because now when you play a video game, it literally like they hire like orchestras and it's like real music. But this is more like a 90s take of, you know, like cartoony anime ish, you know, like it's really, really original. I don't know if I could say this is my style and I would listen to this, but I'm not hating it, you know. And I'm reading here, I'm trying to read, but I think let's see here. So that's what literally all their covers look like the one that you're about to see on my reaction. And it says, this is probably the happiest album I've ever heard. I like this. I like that it has a happy feel. It's obviously, they don't take themselves too seriously. So it's different. So I think this is a great idea. They're from Spain. It's very interesting, you know. I'm not hating it at all. It's just they have a song called Awkward. Yeah, it's very, very very original. But let's keep going. I just wanted to give you a little breakdown what I felt this sounded like. So let's go.
And it's all about me. Come to my door, so bad. Get out of my covert, that it's dangerous. Holding my clover, match me fast. Step out when it's over, 'cause it's dangerous. Run back to cover, get inside. Just sit up. Take a look at me now. I feel your time's getting over. You'll die, I'll squeeze your dirty blood in the ground. I'll save your eyes and you'll get your right to turn around. From here you cannot escape from me anymore. Your buzz will grow with my father. That knows I'll squeeze your dirty blood in the ground. I'll save your eyes and you'll get your right to turn around.
Wow. Very unique, man. It reminded me, like, it got really, like, heavier and more, like, it sounded, like, very happy and very toyish and, you know, like, coming in, like, being in a, like, a toy store, you know? And, but then it became heavier, and the guitar, the solo was really, really cool. Reminded me of Ron Jarzombek, like Steve Vai-ish, you know, like the first Steve Vai album, maybe, you know, very experimental, but very good. I mean, I was this at the end, it just got very complex and very cool, very original, I must say. You know, you got to give it to them. If it's not your, you know, your style, at least appreciate it that it's different than anything else, you know. I'm gonna check him out. But this is also, I read in the on the PROG archives that it's the heaviest song. So I wonder what the other stuff sounds like. But this was very, very good. I mean, it takes a little bit to get into, but at the end I was happy with it. Really cool. Okay, moving on to Crack the Skye. Now this, of course, is, I guess, more familiar to all you older prog fans. Let's give it up for I Don't Have a Tie. Let's go.
Take a ride to the other side of the town. Your eyes are open wide, look around and find out where you're going. Social lady is a launcher wife with a new hairstyle and a different life. Sleeps alone in a bed at night. I don't have a tie to wear to your affair. I don't have a tie to wear. I don't have a tie to wear to your affair. I don't have a tie to wear. Take a ride to the other side of the town. Your eyes are open wide, look around and find out where you're going. Heavy Mary has to dance alone till the weekend man comes to take her home. Mary's ready but she has to say no. I don't have a tie to wear to your affair. I don't have a tie to wear. I don't have a tie to wear to your affair. I don't have a tie to wear. Our grandchildren play the game for free. Our grandchildren play the game for free. Take a ride to the other side of the town. Your eyes are open wide, look around to find out where you're going. Give a hand to your favorite son when he tries to walk, you can make him run. Run, son. I don't have a time to wear to your affair. I don't have a time to wear. I don't have a time to wear to your affair. I don't have a time to wear. Cosa me carissa, tan que llaves en camis. I don't have a time to wear.
Wow, man. That was amazing. Like those solos at the end. No, the whole thing was just fantastic. Check this out. I was reading about here. Ah, man, now it's gone because it switched. God. Okay. Well, Rolling Stones in 1970, when did this came out? Well, when they released the debut album of Crack the Sky, Rolling Stone called them the most interesting band of the year, band release. So this must have been, yeah, this one. And then also comparing them to Steely Dan and stuff. So that is pretty amazing. And you know, I'm such a Steely Dan maniac. But this was great. I mean, those solos, the whole setup, great progressive band. And they also call them progressive pioneers. So progressive rock pioneers. That's awesome. Great song, great choice. Super happy with it. Thank you so much for the reintroduction, because I only did one song back in the day for Roundabout. So next song, Annihilator. Oof, let's see if this song kills it as much as you know, Allison Hell. Oh my god, I was so obsessed with that song. I don't know, something about it. But here we go with Brain Dance. This is, let's see, I just want to see how far apart this is from the first album, or the one that I was obsessed with. So yeah, Allison in Hell was 1989, and this is from, okay, 1, 2, this is their fourth album, Annihilator. All right, cool. Let's give it up to, I mean, the guy who sings and plays the guitar in this band is just amazing, this guy. Okay, here we go. Brain Dance.
Oh, hey, hello.
And the trees and these bright white walls. Let me introduce you to some friends of mine. They're so polite and they dress so fine. Sometimes they take me for a walk in the sun. I get to play in the grass till I'm done. Break dance. Break dance. This is break dance. Watch my brain. Call myself an artist. My toe paintings are just the best. But when my feet get tired, I leave the crayon and get some rest. I've got a feeling there's a fish in the floor. I better squish it or you'll swim out the door. Sometimes they take me for a walk in the sun. I see my fish and I have to run. Break that.
What I love about this band is like they're really thrashy, like, you know, like Metallica, but with a twist, you know. They sound very proggy, way more proggier than Metallica has ever played, like this doodle-doo, 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 like that kind of stuff. That was more like, you know, Watchtower, Fate's Warning, crazy, really proggy, but again, you know, that thrash, the gallopiness, like not like heavy metal, really like thrash, like Megadeth, you know, Pantera, you know, like I don't know, like really, really good. I love it. And I love that there's like, you can hear, and I've seen like this, I don't know how many versions I saw of this Alice in Hell live. I watched like 10 versions. I just wanted to see how, and they play literally the same and live. So I love this whole like, they don't take themselves too seriously, you know. There is a lot of comedy, and you can hear it with the giggling and laughing, and I like that very, very much.
Remember your shoes and dirty sock plastic toes, and it's my pet rock.
And this song is very silly, and it makes no sense at all because it's weird.
Out of the pan and into the fire and back in the pan again.
He jumps a lovely frying pan into the fire and he's back again.
He jumped!
What?
Yes, he jumped his flying through the air. He jumped out of the frying pan and into the fire and back again.
Let me introduce you to a friend of mine. She's been here for quite some time. Sometimes we go out for a walk in the sun. To walk with Alice is always fun. Breakdance! Breakdance! This is breakdance! Watch my brain! Dance!
I knew it. I knew this was Alice in Hell. He even said it. The doodle 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 doodle. That's from Alice in Hell, and he even said Alice in Hell goodbye. That's the way the song ends. That's so crazy that he that they added that 4 albums later. And that's the song that I was talking about so much. But yeah, great, amazing, I mean, great band from Canada. Very, very talented guitar players. Just all of them, just amazing. Like I thought I was listening to Danny Elfman. I like a lot of theatrics, and I love it. You know, it's really good. Tony is gonna be very happy about this one, Death. He sent me so many CDs. I have to listen to them. I don't know when I'm gonna get to them. So again, Tony, thank you so much for providing us with so many CDs. I don't even know, you know, they're mostly right there. We'll get through them one day. But this is dedicated to Tony, Voice of the Soul. Here we go. From 1998. This is going to get very heavy, guys. Just prepare. Wow, totally different. This was so different. I thought this was going to be, you know, because Death, I know that they have a growling vocalist, but this was so cool that it was more like a neoclassical piece, you know. It sounded more, I don't want to say like Yngwie Malmsteen. It sounded like Death, you know. It sounded like Death playing an acoustic instrumental with electric guitars, you know, as the lead. Super cool because it was the chord progression, but the solo over it reminded me a little bit of King Diamond, There's a really cool song by King Diamond that's also an instrumental from the album Portrait. Beautiful. Or no, wait a minute, not Portrait. It's from The Eye. King Diamond, The Eye, and the man. Let me just like Marcelo give you the tip. And then listen to that. Listen to that King Diamond song, and it will remind you of this one. It's called Insanity. Yeah. Oh, is it? Maybe it's Imprisonment, but it's, you know, I'm almost like I want to play it. Let's just play it at the end of the marathon. I was gonna do some crazy prog, but let's rather do King Diamond. Give me 1 second. I have to stop the video and delete some stuff. All right, let's keep going with Musical Chairs by the band Fair to Midland. This is another band that I don't know. So I did know Crack the Skye, Annihilator, and Death, but this one I've never heard of. Let's give it up for them. Very good, man. The bass in this. Okay, all right. So there we go. This was great. I loved it. Fair to Midland, very original sound, progressive but not the obvious, Dream Theater clone and etc. It was still original. It had more like an alternative vibe, like a grungy vibe, but with all that great mastery of instruments. So all in all, this was very, very interesting because Cheeto's magazine totally kind of like left me surprised. Crack the Skye was just amazing. Annihilator, again, Death also totally unexpected. I expected something more with a growly voice and more like thrashy. Instead, we got like this beautiful neoclassical piece with acoustic guitars. And then Fair to Midland, the bass here was sick. Great, just great music, man. Great singing. So I'm gonna try and add something to this from my own library. Without, I hope you guys like don't know this, and but let me take a couple of minutes to think about. I was gonna add King Diamond, but it's too predictable and it's too similar to Death. So I wanna I want this marathon to end with something weird, like the first song. So let me take a look. All right, so I'm gonna go with Watchtower. This is literally one of my favorite progressive metal bands of all time. When it comes to progressive metal, and really like taking it to the extreme. This is like my favorite. This guitar player has been an inspiration to me since I started to play. I just didn't know what the hell he was doing. I had no idea how to approach this music, or his lead guitar is so complex still to this day. It's just baffling. But oh my god, they're gonna be in Würzburg. That's insane. So that is so cool that they're touring with Metal Church. That is amazing on Alexia's birthday. God damn. But in Germany. So this is Arguments Against Design from Watchtower. This is from their long-awaited, second album that took, oh my god, 30 years or longer to make, because the first one was from 1989. Check out their first album, Control and Resistance. That is a masterpiece. Just give it a listen. I got it from Tony as well. I have no idea where he bought it from. I don't know, but I can't believe it. So yeah, this is very, very extreme. It has, if the first song, if you didn't like the first song, then you're not gonna like this. This is very, very extreme. There's a lot of stop and goes, and it's just very, very. But for me, man, Marcelo, you're gonna love this because all the stuff you played me so far, you are prepared for this kind of music. So here you go. Arguments Against Design, 2016. This came out, long awaited. I waited for this album. Oh my god. I discovered Ron Jarzombek in 2004. So yeah. So I was so happy when this came out. So here we go. Boom.
Universal, complex, and intricate. Some believe arose from grand design, a product of art and contrivance, attributed to a power divine.
Yeah. Man, I hadn't heard this in a long time. I was a bit surprised how freaking good it is, but this is the reason that I'm not like easily scared off with like, I don't know, just like prog that's very out there, you know, that's very freaking complex. So yeah, but there's some other bands we should definitely do a reaction. Maybe Alexa and I Spiral Architect are freaking, oh my god. That is, I guess, the only band that I haven't made it through like the entire album in one sitting, because it's so challenging. It's like this but worse, you know. Like if you consider this, yeah, you know, anything that kind of like in your direction, but I think I find this fascinating, this kind of music, just right up my alley. But I mean, the lead guitar in this is just ridiculous, the way he calculates everything, and he's just a master. He's literally a guitar player, but like a mad scientist. And literally on one of his albums, he is like dressed like a mad scientist. And the whole album is like 40 minutes long. It's one song, but divided into like 44 little songs, but it's one long song. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So just check him out, please. Ron Jarzombek. He's like one of the best guitar players on this earth, and he's so it's crazy how recognized and underappreciated this musician is. He should be right up there with the big boys, you know, John Petrucci, and you know, but unfortunately, I don't know. I just don't know. Maybe he's just too out there. He's like literally like Alan Holdsworth, but more metal, you know. So, and so was also Alan Holdsworth was also very underappreciated. When he died, I guess he got more recognition, but that, you know, that doesn't, I don't know what Ron Jarzombek has to do, and he's never going to go commercial. He's always going to play music like this, because he already would have changed his style, but he's not gonna. So I love that guy. If you watch the video, you're a big inspiration to millions of guitar players. This is like literally like Ron Jarzombek is a guitar player's guitar player, you know. It's like not a lot of people are going to listen to his music, but musicians love his music. So a big shout out to Ron. All right, well, that's it from me today. Thank you so much for this, Marcelo. This was an amazing marathon. I hope you enjoyed my reaction, and also this last song, and just the whole thing. Thank you so much for, you know, giving us such a great video, such great songs to react to. This was amazing. Thank you all for being here, for liking the video, for commenting. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys in the next one.